guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we had a data download on JP only a couple of hours ago. It was at 3 a.m. my time, so it's only been about, 5.5 hours since the data download. Because Dokkan, they've been doing a lot of maintenances recently. If you guys remember, back in the old days for Global, like every single time Global would have a data download, it would be with a maintenance. Like, it used to be that Global would only do data downloads, like, during and after maintenance. But more recently, they haven't really done that as much, right? And JP recently has been doing that. Some of it, I think, is adding in the new quest stages. Could be it, right? So, okay, let's go and take a look at what we've got here. This is a very, very small data download, but I figured I could still do a video and sort of give my thoughts overall on Merge ZAMASU. And we could cover sort of the new Area 28 as well. Okay, so here's the stuff we have. We have a new promo movie. I love how they do these. We have Fusion ZAMASU, one of the best units in the game for sure. We have only two new stages for Area 28. We have a new Super Battle Road stage. I believe it's against Artificial Lifeform. I'll double check that, but I believe it's Artificial Lifeform. The 16th Patan Battle, okay. Oh, here's the... Whew. Man. Those are some beefy equips you could get for Vegito Blue. Jesus. Additional and defense? Oh my god. I need this. Like, LR Vegito Blue. Listen, could he have been better? Yes. Is he the best free-to-play unit? I'm actually still leaning towards yes. I want to, like, actually get my hands on him in-game first. He probably is. But it's like free-to-play units got... Like, Roshi was good in the God event. Like, no free-to-play characters are really that impressive in Red Zone. Red Zone is too hard, right? So, I think Vegito Blue will probably perform in there better than most free-to-play. Well, I guess that's not true. The Ginyu Force LRs, Physical Ginyu LR and Tech Ginyu LR, they do perform really well in those Red Zone stages. A lot of that is due to the power of Ginyu, but I mean, they still count. Yeah, maybe those two probably are better than Vegito Blue, and then Vegito Blue comes in third. Vegito is definitely better, I think, than version Z Goku and the AGL androids, I think. I'm pretty sure of that. But the Ginyu LRs, they're probably better. I'll need to use him more, right? But this helps. These are equips exclusive to him. I mean, what is this, like, going to be like a 5 additional and 500 defense or something? Like, that's insane. That's going to help him out so much. I think Vegito Blue will be okay. But it's Namek Goku Tech VB where you need luck, right? It's like on any given run, he could be a god, right? STR VB could be triple supering, and he'll defensively, offensively, he could be insane. Or he gets super attack turn 1 and you die instantly, right? Like, it could happen. So yeah, we got the ZAMASU, the new stages. All right, let's take a look. So here's a new promo movie. Dude, is it just me or is Dokkan not, like, improving insanely? Like, look at the animation here. Like, I feel like Dokkan's quality is really going up in the aesthetics and stuff like that. Like, think about the LR Janemba card art, like the animation. Look at this. Like, this looks really good. Like, you know, a lot of these animations for Merge ZAMASU and Vegeta and Trunks were really well. I'm still leaning towards the fact that their schedule was probably altered a bit with Dragon Ball Super Superhero. But I now wonder if maybe it wasn't as bad as we thought. Because I think the way things have turned out, it seems like Toei or Shueisha, one of these companies, has put the clamps on allowing these characters in the games. Beast, Gohan, and Orange Piccolo are in Heroes, though, so we'll see. Does that mean they're coming soon to Dokkan and Legends? Maybe. But yeah, the aesthetic, animation, stuff like that, so good on this Fusion ZAMASU. ZAMASU comes out in 20 hours. 19 hours and 20 minutes. 19 hours and 20 minutes, LR Fusion ZAMASU will release. Yep, there's Fusion ZAMASU. We have the 2 new quest stages. Nothing really notable, I would say, about the quest stages if we pull them up right here. This stage 4 is the best stage to grind. The blue incredible gem is this stage 4 so far. Because it's just a straight path with a million question marks, which just give you the incredible gems, right? So it's a really good stage to grind these. And then the last stage, you fight Baby, like a youth baby, and you can get these silver EX skill orbs, and some of them are shit like this, dude. Like, they're good, right? Like, you get some nasty equips for Vegito Blue. That's good. I just wish that the restriction was not for only LR Vegito Blue. I wish it would have just been like all Vegito characters or something like that. That would have made them so... Could you imagine? Like, any character with Vegito in the name could use these? Oh, that... Dude. Cream City, man. Come on. We got the new stages, right? Nothing really too crazy about them. Again, Stage 4 is the best for grinding these blue gems, but it's pointless because Stage 2 is the best link level stage in the game. You fight 3 Red Ribbon and Soldier units, 100% guaranteed. You always fight all 3, and all 3 of them can drop 1, 3, or 7 blue incredible gems. So I've already amassed over 10,000, right? Like, it's very easy just by grinding that one stage. Okay, so we have that. Here's these new EX skill orbs. There's more than just this, right? Like, I've already gotten just like a level 5, like it's like 1,000 defense or something like that. I'm in a link level run right now, or else I would show it. Maybe I could show it real quick, but I did get one that was just a silver defense. I think it's 1,000 defense I could put on them. We have these. Yeah, artificial life form that drops with merge Zamasu, right? That's the same time, yeah. Okay. New SBR stage is good. Remember, we want to get all 10 of these done, and we'll be able to get the Vegeta family permanent buffing support memory, which will be very, very helpful. And then Patan, which starts on the 25th. So that's it. Very, very light data download. This should be the end of the Tanabata celebration. I don't think there will be anything more. I would say it was a big success. I mean, the 4 EZAs... Tech VB, STR Rose, LR Goku Black and Zamasu, and Trunks and Mai. Trunks and Mai, I think, could have been a little bit better because of their wonkiness. Goku Black and Zamasu is a top 5 unit in the game, which best EZA in the game. Best EZA ever, probably, which is just stunning. Tech VB and STR Rose, they have some flaws, but they could be very effective across the entire game, right? For sure. Okay, so let's talk about Merge Zamasu here. Fusion Zamasu. He is a very good character. I definitely think he's worthy. He's in a discussion for top 5. Personally, I would have him in my top 5. I would. I think he is that good. You know, I want to, you know, get him the full level 10 links, you know, test them out myself on a lot of these stages. But there's just a number of things about him that are really crazy. Number 1, he has ridiculously high stats. So a lot of the stuff he does is scaling really well because of that, right? So even though he's only got 100% defense at the start of turn, once you're factoring in, you know, big bad bosses, and then you get your 50% on super attack, which is the multiplicative buff right here, and then he's getting 50% right here and right here, and then when he does an 18 key, he does a guaranteed additional super. Then he has the 7th anniversary LR's shit where he's super effective against all types at 24 key, which is not something you can overlook, right? This also makes it very easy, I think, to give Zamasu full additional. You just load up on every point of additional you can for him, because, you know, he also, for the first 5 turns, is getting an additional key per key sphere, and he's creating int orbs. So you have a very, I think, self-sufficient character who should be thriving at about 24 key all of the time and completely dominating, you know, with guaranteed additionals while super effective against all types. This guy's going to be cooking. With him double supering every single turn, his defense is going to be pretty good. He does have 20% damage reduction, right? Which is right here. This by itself is not that incredible. This is going to take more damage out of super attacks than normal attacks. But this can take the really big bite off of, say, Red Zone Omega or Red Zone Broly or one of these really big bosses. Keep in mind that Zamasu is int. So if he gets locked in slot 1 against Bojack, you're okay. This guy's probably going to be one of the best characters in the game to fight Bojack, probably. Yeah, although LR Goku Black and Zamasu could get folded by Bojack because the second phase is int, which could be a problem, but you know, we'll see. And we don't really want to bring AGL Goku Black and then STR Goku Black. Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the Goku Blacks get obliterated by Bojack. Right, Zamasu himself does good, but I think the other Goku Blacks, I would be very iffy about bringing STR AGL Goku Black against Bojack, man. No way. That's so scary. Bojack is a real threat. But just all the stuff I've talked about already. So 20% damage reduction, super effective against all types, 24 key, guaranteed additional super, you know, 50% here, 50% here. He lowers attack right here and right here. He's already good. Then we get to a lot of the sort of tacked on stuff at the end of like these are think of these essentially as bonuses. A lot of the rest of the stuff I'm going to talk about, I think for the most part are not really going to show themselves too often in a lot of these runs. So this is the LR Evolution Blue Vegeta mechanic right here. I believe that was the first character that does this, where as he gets hit, he builds up damage reduction. This isn't as bad as Vegeta, though. The thing is that ZAMASU is not going in slot 1. This is not a character you run. Like, all of his defense is on Super. So, unfortunately, you're not running him in slot 1. Now, Goku Black and ZAMASU, most of the time, can hold down slot 1, though. So, that's not really that big of an issue, right? Like, if they release this guy without STR Rose ZZA, without LR Goku Black and ZAMASU ZZA, I would think way less of this guy. But they put out some pieces to help this guy. This guy does link up decently with Vegeta and Trunks as well. He has Dismal Future, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. No big bad bosses, but he at least has a key link and some big attack links with Vegeta and Trunks. So you could do that as well. But this right here does not, like, okay, you're not going against Red Zone Broly and going like, oh my god, if only Broly attacked me twice first before he's super, like, it's going to make no difference regardless, right? Like, this will do nothing because you're either already taking double digits or this is not really going to cut off millions of damage off of Broly or Omega or Bojack or Baby super attacks. It's not going to work that way. So this is like a smoke screen. People see this and get deceived, but this guy's a slot 2 character with, like, Vegeta does not get 500k, 600k, 700k, 800k plus defense like this ZAMASU does. So, like, this is just a smokescreen that makes people rate this guy poorly when he's much better than people think, right? This is also very bizarre. So, every time he gets hit 5 times, he gets 1 key. This has to be the worst key mechanic any LR has ever gotten. Previously, I would have said it was LR Super 17, where he has a 50% chance to get key when he gets hit. You can cry all you want to. They went out of their way to make Super 17 weird, dude. No LR had ever been, like, shit on by the devs like that. 50% chance to get key is just stunning. It makes no sense. Now, this guy, he has to get hit 5 times. They're asking you to get hit 25 times. You are not getting hit 25 times anywhere on one character. Red Zone Broly, Red Zone Omega, the Shadow Dragons, nowhere are you getting this. So, are they about to drop some 50-turn difficult? Dude, I look at some of his kit, and it makes me wonder if, maybe the new global event, Global's getting during an anniversary, is like some difficult event that's like actually like 50 turns or something like that. Because, like, what is this? Like, you can't do this. And then he recovers 10% HP at the end of that turn in which he's gotten hit 5 times. I believe this resets. So every 5 times he gets hit, he recovers HP. But, dude, every 5 times? Like, I usually, when they release stuff in these characters' kits, like, let me pull up another character to make this point. When they release stuff like this that literally makes no sense, there's usually following right after. I remember, you could go back and watch this video from 2019 where I'm breaking this Trunks down for the first time, and it was bizarre. I was like, woo, what is this? Because he gets 1 key, 10% attack and defense at the start of each turn, up to 80%. So they wanted you to use 8 turns with this guy? It was like, what the hell? And remember, you couldn't even transform into him until turn 3 anyway. At the time when this guy dropped in April of 2019, there was no event in the game you could do that. It made literally no sense. 2 weeks later, the original Legendary Goku event came out, and this guy was one of the best units in the game for the event because of this, right? And he was stacking. By the way, this guy's EZA will probably be pretty good because of the way he's set up. I imagine this guy's going to be pretty solid because of this stacking right here. Should work really well with an EZA character, but I was like, what? Dude, what is it? You can't even do this. But then the Goku event came out. So I wonder if we're about to get maybe a new legend, like a Legendary Frieza event or something like that. Again, maybe that's going to be the global first anniversary event, and then it'll come to JP shortly after. I would not be shocked. Because, like, these abilities right here, you can't use. It doesn't make sense, right? So we have those. Then he has this is crazy. He has a 70% chance of dodging and countering unarmed super attacks. Can I pull up? I actually, yeah, I gotta finish my link level run. Because you know, while recording this video, I'm doing constant link level runs. I gotta pull up the unarmed super attack character list so we could take a look at this. Again, this is just sort of tacked on kind of like nonsense that they gave this guy. Is all we can really look at it as, right? Like, there's nothing else. Can I plugged in. Is it not gonna work? Tell me it's not gonna work. Okay, disconnected. Are we connecting? Okay, there we go. This should be working? Because I really want to bring up these unarmed characters. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so let's take a look at this, right? So it's this. These are the characters that ZAMASU can counter. Like, if we look at these characters, most of these guys are not bosses anywhere, right? Like these are not bosses we're fighting. So that's an issue. I guess this guy, what is he? Transformation boost? Well, no, it's his SSR that we fight, which just does a... Is it this guy? I think we do fight this guy in, like, Transformation Boost Super Battle Road or something like that. But, like, most of these, like, you know, these big bosses, we're not encountering these guys. But it's like, when you give a character Key Blast Nullification instead, this is where there's just way more... There's so many bosses that do these generic-ass super attacks, right? The worst thing about this system... the devs need, like, they must have been drunk making this system, by the way. Because this right here, so many characters and so many of the bosses, it's nothing. It's, like, undefined, other. So, like, these characters, just no nullifications work. This system worked way better before they changed it. It used to be blast or not blast. That was it, right, essentially. And it was, I think, a much better system back then. That was way better. Because you imagine if it would be like, okay, you have blast nullification characters, and then characters who are, you know, not blast nullification characters. That would have worked way better. It would have actually been way more effective of a system. Because it's like this counter by ZAMASU, that's not something you're going to see almost ever. It's just like LR Tech Gogeta, and it's just like STR Kid Buu. You are not going to see these abilities very often, right? So it's like, it almost has no bearing on the character at all. The funny thing, too, is that as Tech Gogeta has panned out, he really could use that. He needs that nullification because he cannot tank. You guys will see, global players will see soon, right? Tech Gogeta does not tank those tough bosses. No way. So he needed that nullification. So, I don't know. This is weird. This entire part of his passive is very bizarre. But it doesn't matter because this is goated top 5 anyway. The top part of his passive is goated, raw, 100 emoji, top 5, right? And then this right here is just like, dude, like, are they even trying? Like, I don't know. It's very weird, but it doesn't... This tacked on BS right here doesn't make him bad, right? And it's like people were focusing a little bit too much on this stuff. He's got a good link set. His active skill is way worse than the big guns in the game right now. He mastery his attack temporarily, ultimate damage. The guaranteed stun is incredible. Busted ability. But you have to super 5 times. There is no boss in the game that you can super 5 times and then you're able to stun them. And this is a unit, like, ZAMASU is going to be shooting out, like, a 9 million attack stat and then a 6 million attack stat. A 10 million attack stat and then a 6 million attack stat, right? Like, you are not getting to a point where you're going to be able to take advantage of the fact that he can guaranteed stun. It's really stupid. And compare that with this guy's, right? So this guy does the same thing, guaranteed stun. He has a great condition to utilize that, though. Only 59% HP or below. Super Battle Road stages, you can win fights just with this guy's active skill. But this, the stun is worthless. It's like, might as well not even be there. They should have given him guaranteed crit and guaranteed crits for the turn, like Goku and Gohan, Vegeta and Trunks, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and the gods have. This stun, like, they weren't really thinking too much. Unless maybe a new, like, 50 turn event where you can stun deep into it happens. Maybe. In that case, if that happens, then this ZAMASU probably would be, he might even go up higher in my rankings, because then, like, if you could effectively utilize all this, including his, like, all this, like, he'd be a lot better, right? So overall, I'd probably put him top 5, but you know, I definitely want to, you know, summon for him, link level him, you know, use him against some of these red zone stages myself, and kind of see. But he definitely looks very good. So let me know what you guys think of Merge ZAMASU, the JP data download. Definitely gonna get to grinding some of these equip. Boy, I need this. Look at this. That's insane. Like, if this is like 500 defense and 5 additional or something, oh my god. Like, that's wild. Like, absolutely stunning, right? So, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.